guys, Miss Erin here. So with Earth Day coming up, I figured we can do some Earth Day little projects here. So I know you guys know about the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Obviously, the best way to take care of our planet is to reduce our consumption. But after that, we want to reuse things that we have. So rather than throw away these little candle jars that I have, I'm going to repurpose them. I have a little bit of wax still left over in here, so I need to clean this out. And there's a few ways to do that. So one of the ways is to pour boiling water into the candle jar. The reason that works is because the wax is less dense than the water, so the wax will float to the top, and I can just go ahead and scrape that out. And then I'm also gonna try freezing the jar. So when you freeze the glass jar, it expands a little bit, but the wax contracts, pulling away from the jar, so I can just kind of break it up. So we're gonna try a couple things. I'm gonna clean these out, and then we're gonna plant some plants. All right, guys, so after much scrubbing and melting of wax, my candle jars are clean inside and ready for some plants. So for this next part of the project, you're going to need soil. I'm just using potting soil that I have. And then I'm actually gonna propagate this succulent here. I've actually already started. So if you look at this, it looks all shriveled up and dried, but if you look right there, you can see there's a little bit of roots, right? So that will turn into this, hopefully, if we do it right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my soil and get started here. Oh, and some gloves. All right, guys, so a word about safety really quick. We've had a casualty. I accidentally knocked over one of my old candle jars with my elbow, so pay attention to what you're doing. This is glass. It will shatter if you drop it on a tile floor. All right, so we're gonna get planting my plant. To do this, I'm just gonna take some soil, and I'm just gonna use my gloves. If I had a shovel, I would do this, but I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop some soil into my jar. Like that. I'm gonna press it down. Not too tight, but I don't want it too loose either, because when I go to water it, it will settle a little bit. If you have some pea rocks, you can put that down too. I don't, so I'm just gonna use what I got. Now this soil has fertilizer in it. That's gonna help my little guy here. Not every plant likes fertilizer though, so you're gonna wanna be careful. All right, so I have soil all the way to the top. I made a little bit of mess. That's okay. I put down the plastic sheet, so for easy cleanup, and also we're gonna do our project later. So I'm just gonna poke a little hole and put these little propagated guys right in here, okay? Now, if you, you know, don't have the little propagated plant here, this guy isn't all the way. Well, you know what, I see one little root, so we'll just try it in. And then I have this big guy here that's actually already taken root, but I'm gonna dig him up, put him in with these guys. Careful, you don't wanna hurt the plant. See? It doesn't have a lot of roots, but I will take this, and you can see this is like a thing that I've already propagated. I clipped this guy off, let him sit out, and then that new little plant started to grow. So we'll plant him in here too. I'm gonna dig a little hole for my little roots and tuck them in there. And then these guys will grow over the next few days. Looking happy. Put that in my house. These guys thrive in sunlight, They're like little cactuses, basically. I'm gonna water them too. Just a little bit. Get my soil nice and wet. Okay, I'm gonna let them do their thing and grow. I have this other plant here that I wanted to transplant too. So this is a potted plant, a pot my mom gave me. So I went out and I bought this aloe plant, but this container is too small. So we're gonna transfer him from this to here. So I'm gonna pour some soil into the bottom of the pot, and this is great because it has like a little drainage hole in it. Ooh, there's a sticker in here. You don't want the sticker. Okay. So soil's going in. If you ever have a spot to do this outside too, you may want to do that. I'm gonna put like a nice layer of soil down. Yeah, just like that. And now I'm going to carefully take this guy out of the little pot, break up these roots a little bit, because they can get bound up, you know. Now I don't want to separate them from the plant. I'm just giving them room to breathe, to be. And then I'm going to put him in here and then take some more dirt and kind of stuff it around the sides. Very messy. Again, if you can go outside, I highly suggest it. But, you know, I have a big mess to clean up anyways from the broken glass and all the dirt that I'm getting on the floor. Oh well. Okay. Now this plant, I don't know if anybody recognizes it, is Aloe Vera. It's really good for sunburns in the summer, which I 100% need. Sometimes I forget to put on sunscreen. And again, I'm really putting a lot of soil in here because it will kind of break away after I water this guy. And then after you transplant, you do want to water. So I'm going to give this guy a nice little drink. Aloe is another little plant that you can propagate. So I can take off the leaves. Oops. And replant. Oh, I'm making more of a mess. It's okay. I'm having fun. All right, so I hope you guys will have a happy Earth Day. I know my house will be looking nice with all these new plants that I'm gonna put up on my windowsill. All right, see you later. Hey guys, really quick, I forgot to show you how to propagate a plant. So if you don't have those little nubs like I had, you can go ahead and take your garden shears and go ahead and like clip off a piece of this succulent. And I'm just gonna let it sit on the dirt and let it dry out a little bit, and that's going to force it to grow a root. And then once I see that little root, it will be ready to plant in soil. All right, so that's how you do it. You can also propagate if you have like a philodendron. Those are really good, easy plants to propagate. You just slice off a leaf, put it in a little cup of water, and within a day or two, you're gonna see that root, and then you're gonna wanna put it into some soil. All right, so happy planting. I can't wait to see what you guys plant. More quick little note. So I emptied out my candle jar, and I did have a little bit of wax left, so I'm actually gonna save this because it still smells really great. And if you have a candle warmer at home, you can actually put the wax in there since we don't have enough wick to burn it. and then you'll still get that great candle smell, even though you have more work. So another really great way to reuse. That way we don't have to go out and buy our favorite candle.